Let's take a look at our trending topics now.
All right, let's get into this one, the national shutdown. So this is a big trending topic, and people have been asking questions about this national shutdown, whether it is going to go ahead or not, or, who's behind this, who isn't. So the Taxi Association, this was something that was spoken about, that, taxi associations were going to have a national shutdown. Santaco have subsequently distanced themselves from that, and other taxi organizations. So it appears that everything is calm and nothing is happening today, that there isn't a national shutdown. But, this is what the reports that we're getting in. Perhaps you're seeing things differently, but it is a big talking point, and it's still a massive trending topic because it was something that was touted to be happening today, but it does look like things appear to be calm. But I mean, you never really know, but that is a big trending topic, and people are asking questions and having a look at that.
I think the reason it is so high up on the Twitter trends is because the shutdown is actually happening on Twitter, not on the streets. And people also just expressing their disappointment at having to go to work today. Everybody's saying, I'm looking outside, I'm in a taxi when I'm supposed to be at home. So people are very disappointed that this didn't materialize, it seems.
Yeah, exactly. So it looks like we don't want to be swallowing our words here, but it looks like more of a Twitter trend than an actual shutdown that's taking place. But looks kind of, life as usual on the streets of South Africa. So, all right, but remember, we are keeping an eye on that. Please don't think we're not going to keep a very close eye on that one. Next one, Tasha's.
Yeah, so apparently there was a hit that took place at Tasha's Rosebank yesterday. A man was shot and killed, and by the accounts that we've heard, it seems as though two men walked into the establishment, shot the victim, and then fled. So this, of course, had people totally shook. So happened yesterday afternoon in Rosebank.
Oh, that's really, really scary. I mean, that is, it's frequented by lots of people. I mean, it's very, very scary to have to go through something like that. So yeah, that's the stories we're getting, and that it did look like it was a hit, but that was Tasha's in Rosebank. So people still talking to that one. Not a nice one at all. All right, the next trending topic we've got there is Bafana Bafana. Well, as you saw, we had that in the sports news with V. And it wasn't to be. Gosh, we're making poems out of Bafana Bafana these days, unfortunately, but not a nice poem, is it? Because they didn't win this one, and this is one of the qualifiers that they were playing for their Group K in the 2023 Africa Cup of Nations qualifier. This was at the Stade Prince Moulay Abdallah against Morocco, and Morocco beat Bafana Bafana 2-1. So yeah, not nice at all. So unfortunately, not performing well in the first match, but let's see what happens. So that's the first one on the table.
Yeah, it was rather disappointing. They started well. I think Bronwyn Williams had a total, great game last night, but yeah, it wasn't to be. But let's move on to Santaco, and that has to do with the national shutdown as well. And Santaco, of course, along with other taxi associations, came out saying that they are not in support of this national shutdown, and so they've distanced themselves, and some people are saying this is in part some of the reason why the shutdown has not been successful.
Yeah, and remember that the heart of this shutdown is, or supposedly the talk of it was about, the fuel prices and how expensive life is getting, and people are just really, really struggling. But that was the heart of it, but it's not seeming as though it's going ahead, and the taxi associations distancing themselves, saying we have no involvement, we are not being involved in this one. And then finally, Mkhwebane. I mean, this is obviously a massive trending topic, and one that we'll discuss that in our next interview as well, just getting a little bit of analysis about things that have been happening yesterday, and lots happened yesterday. So President Cyril Ramaphosa suspended the public protector, Busisiwe Mkhwebane, while a committee considers whether she should be removed, was taken in the best interests of the country, according to a statement released by the president. So that's what they're saying, is that she will remain suspended until the Section 194 process to possibly remove her in the National Assembly has been completed, and reactions from all angles coming to this suspension.
Yeah, and I think, well, it's not unexpected because this has been coming for a while. People are questioning the timing of the suspension, rightly or wrongly so. Well, who knows? But that is where it's at, and yeah, the public protector suspended.
So, I mean, to carry that on, we've got that as the question of the day as well. So we're just asking your reaction to the news coming out about the suspension of the public protector. So, your reaction to President Cyril Ramaphosa suspending the public protector, Busisiwe Mkhwebane, with immediate effect. Looking forward to hearing from you. You can already see so many of you jumping onto social media and sending us your views on this.